Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back with another YouTube video, and in today's video we're going to be doing What If Episode 9 review here on the channel. So, yeah, in today's video, we're going to be doing What If Episode 9 review here. Quick warning, there might be spoilers basically. So if you spoilers probably I'm gonna say for the whole show, I would say, or minor spoilers from previous episodes, but I mean there's gonna be spoilers all around for What If. So I mean if you haven't seen one of the episodes, or you don't care to watch one, or you haven't seen episode 9 or whatever the case is, definitely off the video now. But anyways, let's get into it. So yeah, What If Episode 9, and the question of the video, or not the video, sorry, the episode is going to be, what if the Watcher broke his oath? Now, definitely some interesting stuff here. And this episode was some lead up to the season finale, of course, because it's been about 9 weeks, 9 episodes, which is really cool because, yeah, it's been 9 weeks. I can't believe it's been 9 weeks, honestly. I kind of look at it like that in a sense, just because I've been making these videos for about every review now, and it does not feel like it was been 9 weeks. I just find it so cool how definitely this isn't the longest show I've reviewed. It's The Bad Batch, I believe. That was the longest. But I mean, still, this is like the second longest or third longest. Uh, but it's super interesting to see kind of like how far the show's come, and just like you don't even personally, I didn't even realize it's been like 9 weeks. But yeah, it's definitely really interesting. But anyways, next week I'll get out the full season review here on the channel. So the full season review of What If, sorry, on the channel. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So this episode, kind of, we saw the team up of the Guardians, team now known as the Guardians of the Multiverse, and basically it's a team of all characters from the multiverse, coming together and basically stopping Ultron Vision. Uh, yeah, from the episode we see that in previous episodes, 8 and 7, we ended up seeing a hint at this, that this was probably gonna happen, and also we saw hints of it, as Ultron Vision, I would say, basically was popping up, and episode 8 was showing his like rise and stuff like that. So it was interesting to kind of see happen as well. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. We also saw some stuff from like the previous episodes of like some aftermath, especially episodes we kind of wanted to see maybe perhaps get a part 2, for example. And honestly, I would totally take what we get. I mean, I if this means we get more stories, like more like different stories and stuff, I'm down for it. Of course, they didn't do a part 2 for everything technically, but I mean they showed quite like stuff like that were kind of on like left on like a bit of a cliffhanger. One that I really like to see was what happened after the whole T'Challa Black Panther episode, or sorry, the T'Challa Star Lord episode, where we saw Ego basically go to Peter Quill, and it was interesting to kind of see like T'Challa Star Lord ended up saving Peter Quill and stuff like that. That was pretty interesting to see that happen. We also saw kind of like a ping homage to the whole Winter Soldier movie as well, which is really interesting. In that sense too, I did enjoy that. We also saw something really interesting in the sense that we saw the Gamora and Thanos' armor, which is kind of strange to me. I do believe they actually meant for an episode on that this season, because I remember previously it was supposed to be a 10 episode season, but they put it down to episode 9. So I'm presuming they probably had an episode on them, but I think it was just cut, and I think maybe they could air next season. Uh, I wouldn't mind honestly seeing that happen, but at the same time, it kind of feels out of order in a sense and stuff like that. So I definitely believe that they probably had an episode, but they just cut it. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't fully well know why they did, but I mean, yeah, it's whatever. Honestly, the ship has sailed a bit on that episode. Now for my kind of thoughts on the episode. Now, I definitely thought it was really interesting to see that whole Guardians of the Multiverse team up. That was awesome. I definitely enjoyed. Honestly, in season two, because I know they're gonna make a season two. I think they kind of confirmed it a little bit. I don't think it's 100%. Like I don't know if Kevin Feige perhaps said it, but I know the show's writer AC Bradley he said it on social media and whatnot, and they were talking about how it's gonna include more Phase Four stuff and stuff like that in the season two, because this was really focused on Phase One slash Two ish, somewhat Phase Three ish. So I mean, there's definitely some interesting stuff in here as well. But I'm interested to see what's happening in season two, because I did thoroughly enjoy the show. I can't even lie. I enjoyed the whole show. Definitely really interesting. I definitely do like this show and everything. And this episode again was really cool in that sense as well. I liked another thing I definitely did also like as well a lot is how they like recuperated all the characters into this whole climactic event basically. Just in the sense, I actually liked how they kind of like combined all the characters again. I think there was a character from every episode essentially, so it was interesting to kind of see that. It was also kind of like, I'm not gonna say sad, but at the same time, they I liked how they wrote it, and it kind of felt like a little bit like Endgame, kind of like sort of, in a sense, like everyone was just leaving. And I know we only saw technically an episode of some of these characters teaming up. It just felt like it was pretty interesting and stuff like that in that aspect. Uh, but I mean, I could definitely I'm interested to hopefully see season two. Hopefully, I mean, this episode was pretty good. I mean, I did like the fighting sequence and stuff was pretty interesting. I did have a little bit of plot armor towards Ultron, but I mean, other than that, it was pretty good. I mean, I don't mind plot armor at all, but yeah, I mean, it's just it felt a little rushed when it came to defeating Ultron a little bit. But I mean, other than that, that was about it. It was still a really interesting episode. Really enjoyed it a lot. Interested to see what this kind of has on multiverse implications. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.